Okay, so today, basically it's a video, the Prowler versus the R99. I'm going to be breaking down, comparing some various things about the two of them. Actually, quite some interesting mathematics and some various figures that maybe you were not aware of. And this is mainly focusing on the Prowler Select Fire, which is clearly the better option. Burst option is not bad, but you will lose out in certain fights. The Prowler Select Fire, let's be honest, is completely insane. So if you're not aware already, my name is Dratlow44. Thank you for taking the time to stop by, check out the channel. Now I will be going through some comparisons, some damage numbers, the footage in the background. Just wanted to clarify that every single kill I get in this game is with the Prowler Select Fire, and I'm not going to stop there and say that it's not insane. It's absolutely downright broken and absolutely the most forgiving SMG that there is at the moment. This is bearing in mind that the Vault is coming out at the time of recording. The Vault is coming out in around about a few hours, or maybe about 8 or 9, something like that. I don't know exactly, but anyway, it is going to be there, and of course that may change things. But before I get into it, do remember to never stop moving, never stop believing, and stay Apex. Right, let's get into the comparisons. So with the Prowler Select Fire then, so this is a really interesting kind of ratio. So basically it does 23 a headshot because it got a buff in the start of Season 5. Basically, if you were to hit, and this is, you know, hypothetical I guess, but if you were to hit every single bullet on a headshot on an opponent, you would do 805 damage. Now, isn't that just a little bit staggering in every single way? Yes, because you could kill maybe 4 people without needing to reload. Alright, you'd have to be extremely accurate with all your shots, and you'd have to never miss a bullet, which if you're not using some sort of aimbot is probably unlikely, and you'd have to have an extended level 3 mag. That is something as well that these figures are based on. So a level 3 mag, 23 damage a headshot, and you're talking 805 damage. That is absolutely insane. If you were to hit all your body shots on an extended mag level 3, you would do 525 damage, still pretty crazy. And if you were to hit the leg, which I know is sounding, or kind of the hip area, leg area, unless you're hitting like Wraith, Pathfinder, Watson, or one of the other ones, I can't remember, Lifeline, then of course they get just the same body damage, which is 15, then it would be 12 a bullet, and it would hit for 420. Yes, it's 35 bullets, it is hypothetically hitting every shot, but nevertheless, it's still absolutely crazy. Now, I will say in the background there, I'm doing a finisher. I did do a finisher video and how long they took. The clean kill, the one for the Bloodhound, is very, very high up in the rankings. I will post that link below because, again, it's a really interesting video, and I would recommend to check it out because there's a lot of things that you may not have known about how long finishers take, and which ones are worth performing and which ones aren't in certain situations. Do bear in mind that my figures and my comparisons that I gave in that is actually not including the time it takes to walk up to the opponent and kind of do the finish. I just did it from when the finisher starts, so bear in mind if they're a bit further away, don't maybe run there up, it may not be worth the risk. Just something to point out. I'll link that one below. Okay, so going back to the Prowler, if you were to hit 30 bullets on a headshot, you'd be looking at 690 damage. 25 bullets would be 575, and 460 would be if you just had the standard 20. Yeah, you've got to hit all the 20 bullets, or all the 25 and so on, but you know, it's a lot of damage. If you were to hit then body damage, you'd be looking at 450 if you had 30. 375 if you had 25 bullets, so like a level 1 mag, and then again 300 would be if body was hit by all of the damage as well. And lastly then, if you hit sort of like a level 1 mag, you'd be looking at sort of like body shots of 240. It's a lot of damage. So basically the main point and reason I'm giving you these figures is because what I'm trying to tell you is that the damage of the Prowler is insane. And if you've got a Select Fire, and you've got an extended level 2 or anything mag, you are looking at a lot of damage. And you can see in the background the kills I've had, every single one of them has been with the Prowler Select Fire. Okay, so now I'm going to give you the comparison to that and the R99, and this is where it's massive. So the R99 does 17 damage to the head. It's 340 if 20 hits, 374 if 22 hits, 408 if 24 bullets hit, so again extended level 2 mag, and 459 if 27 hit. So you are looking at just less than double the damage for a Prowler compared to an R99, 17 compared to 23. Why would you not pick up a Prowler? If you have got the select fire, obviously would be good. If you've not got the select fire, it's one of those things that then it's an individual choice. But you've still got to hit the headshots, and you've got to hit those shots with the R99. You've got to control the recoil. You can't miss that many bullets. The forgiveness is way, way less. Now, personally, what I really am kind of getting with this is that I want to see the select fire Prowler be a gold care package drop. Now, whether that will happen in the beginning of Season 6 or whether that will get changed midway through, I don't know, but I would like to see that, because I feel like the amount of times I've been killed in games nowadays has been pretty much the Prowler select fire. Because something I've noticed, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this as well on whatever platform you play on, but the select fires have become a lot more common than they used to be. Now, it used to be, you know, a select fire, you'd pick it up and you literally would see like the one the entire match, and it might be that entire game. But now you're kind of like seeing maybe 2 or 3, then you're looting death boxes and they've got them as well. Why is it not a gold hop-up? And that would be the only other thing I'd like to see. If they put the R99 into the care package, then I would love them to kind of, you know, change it and make the actual select fire gold, because I do not want every single person running. Yes, it's nice when you've got one and you're getting loads of kills, of course, it's really great, but on the other side, the amount of times I've been killed by people with that, and they seem to just be hitting every flaming shot from quite a range, it does seem a little bit ridiculous, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, like, going back to the R99 then, so the last figures I wanted to give you is body does 11 damage, so 220 damage if 20 hit, which would be just about kill one person with like a you know, full health and maybe like a purple shield. Yeah, okay. 242 if 22 hit, 264 if 24 hit, and 297 if 27 bullets hit. Okay, so leg damage. So you're looking at 9 damage per bullet. So that's 180 if 20 hit, 198 if 22 hit, 216 if 24 hit. So that's bearing in mind if every bullet hit, you'd kill anyone except for if they had a full red shield and full health. And 243 damage if 27 hit. Now, these do not include the damage reductions for Gibraltar or Caustic of 15%, and the numbers do not include the 5% damage increase for all of those characters that get that as well. So yeah, I mean, what I'm really trying to say is that you know, the SMG R99 has a lot of you know, it's very damaging, but it has very much less forgiveness. The Prowler, I don't know, I suppose I feel like it is very much there for starter players. And don't get me wrong, I feel like starter players, you know, you want a chance, especially with the matchmaking the way it is, but that's a different topic, and I'll get into that one time. But what my worry is for Season 6 is that you're going to have people running around with Prowler select fires, because it will be just as common as it is at the moment, and then people running around with LMGs, like the Spitfire, the L-Star, and of course, my biggest worry, the Devotion, which is now coming back into the normal standard loot pool and not a care package weapon. It's a nightmare dealing with those things, because any beginner player can pick up an LMG, have lots of bullets, and they are very hard to combat against at times. And I feel like, you know, is Apex really that type of game? I mean, I want it to cater for new players. I want, you know, the player base growing is a good thing, but do we want it to be so that, you know, literally everyone is getting killed by certain weapons over and over again? And then you're getting people who are aimbotting, you're getting people who are on mouse and keyboard even though they play console, and you're getting people who are just, you know, hitting their shots. They're either very good or they're cheating, and you never know. So it's a real like thing. But look, I mean, I wanted to just give a bit of my thought about the comparison between how higher damage the Prowler does in comparison to the R99. I wasn't aware that the damage difference was so massive until I did my calculations and went into the practice, the firing range, and did this all. So I thought I would share with you my findings. I thought I'd kind of mention it and sort of say, well, look, I'm kind of hoping that they make the Prowler select fire a care package weapon, because I think it is worthy of that with the amount of damage and everything else it does. But what are your thoughts? So I'd love to hear some comments below. If you liked the video, you found it useful, informative, all those things, please do leave me a like on the video. And if you do want to drop a comment, fantastic. If you want to subscribe for future content, I try and post lots of different topic videos about various different things, and of course I would always appreciate any support. But otherwise, that is pretty much it for me in regard to this particular video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. The damage numbers, I can write them below if anyone wants to have a kind of like a top up, and I'll put the finishers video that I did the other day in there as well. But that is it from me. You take care. Bye now.